Hello everyone, once again welcome to the channel. So children, in today's video we are going to learn about such a basic thing which is very important part of our life, and that is our sweet home. Here in today's session we are going to learn about the houses, a very integral part, a very important part of our life. We all live in a house. So actually, why do we need a house? Let's find out few factors, few conditions, few requirements why one needs a house. So the first thing is it protects us. It protects us from climatic conditions. The first thing that we need a house is that it protects us from the climatic conditions, the weather. If it is hot, if it is rainy, if it is cold, then you can stay safe in a house. Secondly, saves us from animals, insects, and thieves. The second reason why we need a house is that our house protects us from different animals, from the insects, and also from the thieves. So these are the two most important points why we need a house. Now, how is a house built? That every one of you know that a house is built with the help of cement, bricks, concrete, stones, marbles, iron, steel, and many more things are used to build a house. But before building a house, there are few things, few factors which should be kept in mind. Let us learn about those factors which one should know before constructing a house. Let's have a look. So, the factors are number one. The first factor to build a house is the climatic condition. The first factor, if you are going to build a house, is that you have to keep this thing in mind about the climatic conditions of that place wherever you are building or constructing a house. Like if you are living in a dry region where there is less rainfall, there is no snowfall at all, there is maximum time people experience summer season, then what kind of a house should be built? If you are living in such regions where you experience rainfall very frequently, then you have to keep a few things in your mind. If you are living in a hilly areas, then also you have to keep few things in the mind. So climatic conditions means that you have to determine that what kind of climate actually is there wherever you wish to construct a house. So depending upon the climatic conditions, we have different kind of regions. The first one is hot and dry region. First is hot and dry region. Now, if you are living in a hot and dry region, then what kind of house you should build in hot and dry regions? So here I am writing that in the case of hot and dry regions, the houses should be built with a flat roof and mud walls can be made. One should always have a flat roof if a person is living or is trying to construct a house in a hot and dry region. So this is very important that the flat roofs are there and mud walls are there, because when we have these mud walls, then they maintain the temperature of the house, and the temperature is maintained. The house does not become very hot during summers. So this is that what kind of houses should be built in the hot and dry region. Let's see the second kind of houses. The second kind of region is cold regions. In the cold regions, if you are living in a cold region, if you are planning to construct a house in a cold regions, then what kind of houses one should have? So here one should keep a place for the fireplace, fire to burn, because you can at least maintain the temperature in cold season. In winter season, we all also try to burn some fire, to lit some fire to keep ourselves little bit warm. So in the cold region, this is very important. Then one has a space to construct a fireplace. Then as the region is cold, maximum time people may also experience snowfall and all. So here in the cold regions and the regions where the snowfall is occurring maximum time, then the houses are constructed with the help of ice or snow. These two things are used to construct a house in a cold region. You might be knowing about the igloos. So people, those who live in igloos, how these igloos are built? They are basically built with the ice and snow. Coming on to the third point of the climatic condition, we have regions with heavy rainfall. If you are living in such a place where you experience heavy rainfall, then in that case you should construct a house with slopy roofs. The roof should be slopy. There should be slope. All the images are appearing here, you all can see. So with a slopy roof, the houses should always be constructed in the regions where people experience heavy rainfall. And in the plus one more thing is here, that it should also be constructed on stilts. On stilts. You can see in this image. Here these are the stilts, the sticks. The house is constructed on top of it so that the rainfall does not affect it at all. So the houses, they are constructed on the stilts. And then coming on to the last kind of region that you experience, that is hilly regions. Hilly regions. So in the case of hilly regions, what kind of house one can construct? So one can construct the wooden houses here, because wooden houses can be constructed easily, because transporting bricks, cement, etc. to these hilly areas, that is quite difficult to. So one prefers constructing the house with wood. So these are the climatic conditions. These points should be always kept in mind, that in which region you are belonging to which region do you live. Then second thing that comes here is the availability of building materials. The second point, factors that is needed, that is availability of material. Building material I am talking about. So if you are planning to construct a house, you have to see that in whichever region you are living or you are planning to construct a house, whether what kind of building material is available there, whether the resources are available properly, easily or not. Like if you are living in the dry regions, there you may easily find bricks, cement, concrete, etc. Then if you are living in the hilly areas, there you can easily find woods. But if you want to plan a house in the hilly areas with cement and concrete, then that would be quite difficult. So one has to always keep in mind that whether the building material which is required for constructing a house, is it easily available in the nearby areas. So what kind of things are required here? Like in the forest areas, if you are living in the forest area, then whatever is required, leaves, bamboos, wood, etc., that is easily available. So one who is living in the forest area can easily construct a house with all these things. One who is living in the dry region, as I told you, can easily construct a house with the help of bricks and cement, etc. The one who is living in a cold regions near the polar places can easily construct a house using ice and snows. So all these things have to be kept in mind. So that is basically the availability of material. So all these points, all these things, whether these are easily available to you in your nearby areas, has to be kept in mind. And then the third comes here is the economic condition. Very important, I would say. Economic condition, that whenever you are planning to construct a house, whether you are able to spend that much amount which is actually required to construct a house. That means proper planning of spending money should be done, that how much money will be spent in constructing a house, whether the space is available there wherever you want to construct a house. Like nowadays we all are quite aware that the space in the cities, we don't find any space in the cities, and so the cities, they are expanding. People, they are moving towards the rural areas, and that is also included finally into your city. So whether the space is easily available, whether you are able to get some space for the construction wherever you want, what will be the cost of that land, how much will it cost to construct a house. So all these things are also to be kept in mind before going for a construction. So this is basically the economic condition. That means how much money you are going to spend on which item, on which thing. So this is all about the factors of constructing a house. In the next video we will see what kind of house is known as an ideal house. Till then, stay tuned with the channel, stay safe, enjoy learning.